Hello. So today I want to talk about Jesus. Although I'm not going to be trying to sell you on any religion, so don't worry about that. So I always kind of thought that Jesus was a mythological idea that came from, you know, pagan religions before Christianity that kind of morphed together to create this mythology of the Bible. And so that's kind of what I initially believed, growing up. And more recently, I've kind of adopted a different view of things, that he really is a spirit, a presence. And this is due to, the psychic training I've partaken in. So I guess part of it is just simply based on my belief, what people have told me, and stuff like that. So you can take it for what it is. However, I've also been reading Dolores Cannon's books, who is a hypnotherapist, and she talks about past life regressions. And so she's done some past life regressions for she does it for thousands of people. But some people, or at least two people out of everyone, had a past life where they remembered being around Jesus on some level. So she's been able to gather some information out of that, and it matches historical records and information that these people don't really have any reason to know. So it's pretty legit stuff. If you really look at her work, it can get out there for sure. It's very new agey. But if you look at history, it all corresponds pretty well. I haven't really heard anyone saying or having very much evidence against her. So, anyways, what she's been saying, which is just kind of a background to what I want to get to. I really want to get to why I don't believe Jesus died for our sins. He died for something else. I'll get to that soon. But Jesus was a healer. He was an energy healer. He did the same thing that most energy healers are doing today. And it's kind of funny because I was reading this book, and everything that Jesus was doing was the exact same thing that I've been taught through energy healing. It's like you have a chakra on your hand, like a circle around there, so, and you just emit gold energy out of that, and that's what you learn to do, and that's basically the energy that you heal with. And that's exactly what Dolores Cannon is saying in her books that Jesus was doing. And it wasn't that Jesus was going around having these miracles like in the Bible where he just like touches someone and they're instantly like bam, like a new body appears. It's more like a real energy healing. Like it kind of revitalizes your spirit, your energy, and your body. For example, people in hospitals, just having their family come visit can boost their immune system, make them feel better, enliven their energy, and make them actually get better quicker. And even just a placebo has the power to change your mindset and adjust your energy based off of your mindset and your expectations, because your expectations and your intention does control your energy. And that placebos heal people. It's crazy, but it actually works. So it's partly, you could say, oh well, it's just psychological. Sure, whatever, I don't care. But there's an energy to it. So yeah, Jesus, sometimes he'd heal people and they wouldn't completely be like, all of a sudden everything's better. Most of the people, from what I was reading, didn't actually completely recover. Some of the time, all he was doing was helping them get through it, emotionally making them feel better. And that can be healing too. Sometimes that's all that you can do. The other thing was that apparently he can't heal things that you're set up for within karma. Like, you have a karmic pattern, and if that's the case, then that's just what you have to go through, and he can't heal that. And that's kind of the same for energy healing. Basically, he was an energy healer, which gets to my next point, which is that kind of the reason why he was killed was because he was breaking out of the norm. He was doing things that he wasn't supposed to do. He was healing people who were outcast and like pushed out of society, and nobody wanted to deal with those people. And he was creating an uprising of people who would defy the Roman law or Roman religion at that time, and even the Jewish religion, even his own religion, he was taboo. He wasn't interpreting his own religion the same way that he was taught it as. And so he was a spiritualist with no religion. And he was an amazing healer and teacher, and he was teaching, or he was treating women equally, which was a big, like, that wasn't a thing you did back then. So basically, people didn't like him because of that. He was killed. He was murdered for committing blasphemy against the other religions by going outside of their religious dogma. I think if Jesus was around today, he would be doing the same thing with Christianity, and a lot of Christians would probably be pointing their fingers saying, this guy's committing blasphemy by being an energy healer. Kind of ironic. So anyways, that's why he was killed. My point is, he didn't die for our sins in the sense that God needs a sacrifice. He was actually against sacrifices. He was teaching people that God is all loving, that God is love, that God doesn't need an animal sacrifice to make him feel good, to make him, do good in the world. Like, why would God need Jesus to be sacrificed to him in order to forgive us for our sins? That doesn't make sense. That's just insane. That's kind of part of the paradigm that Jesus was rebelling against. Jesus said God is forgiving and, all that. So my point is, Jesus died for humanity because he was teaching the ultimate healing. He was healing with gold energy, which gold energy is called Christ energy, sometimes associated Christ consciousness. That's what people call it. And in the books, he was doing the same thing that I've been taught to do, which is just, you have gold energy coming out of your hand chakras and you just heal like that. So he was just an energy healer, and that's why he was killed, and that's what he died for. He died for raising humanity's vibration and for teaching humanity these skills. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching.